Hi, I'm Julie Campistron. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Stop, Breathe and Think, and we're an emotional wellness platform that's targeted to what we call the anxious generation, so kids, teens, and young adults. Well, so the first thing about apps is really about the user experience and making it really intuitive and simple, and really for the user to understand for each screen, what is it that they're supposed to do? And I think sometimes we have a tendency to want to put a lot of things on one screen. And really what's important is to have a very good sense for each screen. What do you want the user to do? Make that call to action incredibly clear. And that will make for a really clean and easy process for the user to go through the app. A lot of people, when they download an app and just open it, spend just a few seconds to understand what the app is about. And so it has to be very clear, what are they, what is expected of them? What is the outcome that they're going to have? And make it very easy for them to navigate from screen to screen. So for apps, really there are a few different KPIs that are important. Obviously, if you have a monetizable subscription-based app like ours, the revenue, the conversion rate from download to subscription is a really important KPI. The ability for you to retain the user over time is a very, very important KPI. So really it's about retention and retention over time. So if you look at a cohort of new users, how long do they stay with the app? So that's a very important KPI. Depending on the type of app that you have, it might be also daily usage versus weekly versus monthly. Active users over time is obviously a big one as well, which is kind of high level. But I'd say the two key KPIs is really the retention and the ability to monetize kind of your funnel from new download all the way to subscriber. There are not a lot of marketing tools that are, unknown or, that are not competitive. So when you're in a category that's competitive, everything is going to be a little bit competitive, obviously. I'd say, one of the key things is making sure your ranking in the App Store is good. And that's going to be a combination of the velocity of your downloads, the reviews, your description. So building what is called App Store optimization is a pretty big, important part of managing an app. That also means buying potentially placement in the App Store. And then it really depends on the type of app. I mean, I'd say Facebook ads, AdWords, and Instagram are kind of the basics. For us, influencers are really important. So people who are advocating as well for the app, whether it's people who use it. We did something with Elsie Fisher, for example, and Carrie Hope Fletcher in England, who used the app and are influencers, and that was really successful for us. So I think if you have, but it came from a place of authenticity. So really finding authentic fans of the app and having them talk about it, having them kind of model how they use it is a really interesting avenue. I'd say those are probably the most important ones for me.